to the person on your right.
Yeah.
Rose to the person on your right, then your Thorn. Try and keep it short. Nice and concise, boys. Let's try and get this done under an hour this time.
Something I'm gonna add as a thank you for everyone working so hard. Everybody gets a free sticker.
Yeah!
So take your sticker, and then when you give a rose to someone, hand them the box.
Actually, let's start out with
two.
X. X is gonna start.
Me. Everything's about me.
I get to take a nap now.
No, Thorn is
to your left.
All right. Let me be polite here.
I mean, just the worst.
All right. My Rose.
Are you giving to Griff or SC?
I'm going to my right, so I'm going to.
I know too.
That's my captain.
I'm going to icky sticky clicky here. This man had D's and O's all day. We call him Doos.
Yeah.
Doos. Phenomenal dude. I just got to know you this summer. It's a fucking pleasure. I hope to play with you more. I'm gonna take my sticker.
Now he has to stay.
My Rose are. I really want you guys to feel like.
Thorn for
Yeah, my Thorn. Sorry. I really want you guys to feel like when I have the disc, there is no mistake about throws or stuff. I have a worry about it, so I feel like a lot of us have a worry about it, and my throws show it, so I'm going to continue working on that.
Nice.
All right. My Rose for Ben. What can I say? Phenomenal on the field. No one can get higher. No one can streak deep better. Well, maybe Adam. But just like always open, always dependable. I know you played a couple points on the D line. Looked great. I know you wanted to switch to the O line, so you talked to the coaches. Phenomenal switch. Worked great. Yeah, just all weekend scoring. Nice work. Thorn for myself. Still got to work on the unders. I think I get a little narrow-minded when I'm like, oh, the end zone's right there. So yeah, gotta cut under more.
My Rose for Jared. I mean, Jared is just a great player and especially great on defense. He has those amazing layout Ds that really just keep up the energy for the entire team, and it carries over to our O-line and it supports our D-line, and it's just amazing to watch. He's a great player to watch, and yeah, he really just, I think, keeps our defense together, and he's a great player on offense too. My Thorn for myself, I think my man defense is definitely the worst part of my game, which is one of the reasons I wanted to switch from D-line, and I just got to keep working on that. And that's just the main thing I got to work on. And I also just want to become a stronger thrower for my team, and that's something I have to work on too.
Oh yeah,
College season.
My Rose for Caleb, obviously, I play about 100% of my points with him, so we've gotten to know each other pretty well on the field. Always ready whenever, who on D-line is ready. He's always the first one to say, I'm still good, I can go. I mean, he kind of locked down the toughest parts of whatever team we were playing this weekend. I mean, he was the guy taking their guy and really shutting him down. I think it was a huge part of why our defense just completely, we kind of tore apart everybody this weekend. So yeah, obviously he scored a bunch too. He's really reliable on offense, but I'm a defense guy, so defense speaks to me.
That's a good quote. Defense speaks to me.
Next year. Thorn for myself. Keep my head up, obviously. Not throw it away. Get a little bit better at talking. I got lost a little bit, but whatever.
Whatever.
Snaps are
Whatever.
Whatever.
Snaps are appropriate.
Rose for Buffet. There's a lot to say. I don't know. He's a very reliable handler. I feel like whenever he's very calm when he has the disc. Like sometimes when we get in a pinch or something, I know personally I do this a lot, but we panic and rush. It seems like Buffet always takes his time, looks at the around, hits it, makes the right throw, especially in zone. So just all around a good leader and a good player.
Thank you.
Thorn for myself. very generic, but I definitely still need to just work on throwing consistency. It definitely showed first day, first time playing in windy conditions in a while, and I looking back on it, like I felt like my throws weren't working, especially flick. But looking back on it, I definitely was in my head and trying to put more arm into it to make it go further. And obviously, we all know that doesn't work. And I gotta just stick to the basics and keep throwing like I should. So it's definitely something I need to work on.
All right, my rose for Vanilla, an absolute leader on the field this weekend. Even when he had mistakes, unlike tournaments in the past, he didn't get down on himself, and he really kept himself collected for the sake of the team, and it was really awesome to see that growth. And also some absolutely massive throws, a couple of huge hucks this weekend, and it was pretty fucking sick. So shout out to Vanilla for that. Thorn for myself, I feel like I've kind of settled into a role of safe handler, which has worked, but I'd like to be a bit more aggressive with both my cuts on offense and my throws on offense, because I feel like I have the skill set to throw some deep balls, to make some tighter cuts. So I feel like I just gotta focus on that and go do it.
Tibbers. He is an absolute menace on defense. He's always applying constant pressure and does not give up. This weekend, he showed up and balled out. His throws were nice and crisp, and I absolutely loved it. He's a player I always want to be playing like. Thorn. I gotta work on my mobility. Holy shit, am I having a hard time keeping up with some people. But slowly working together and playing with you guys is really helping that, so thank you.
Rose for Vinny, coming in as a practice player, not getting a whole lot of points, but when he's on the field, he's fast, he's keeping up with his guys, he's looking athletic, so that's, they can't teach that. So he's looking really good as a player. For myself, I think I've said it all year, but I can't be a really great defender unless I'm getting horizontal and getting layout Ds. It's a tough mental block, and I'm sure a lot of us have struggled with it at some point, so I gotta figure out how to fight through that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get a couple concussions.
Stutz, one of our great leaders.
Hey, radar!
Stutz, one of our great leaders. He's always able to. He has a great knowledge of the game, and anytime I ever have questions about me not understanding what I'm supposed to do or where I'm supposed to be at a specific point, Stutz is always one of the first people I talk to, and he really just helps me understand the basic skills of the game. Thorn for myself, I'd say conditioning first and foremost, because I want to be able to put myself in a position to really play consistently on the field, and it showed since I'm on the field sparingly. So it is what it is, and it's something that I'll be working on for the next few years.
Oh yeah?
All right, now I got a new person to give a rose to.
He told me to sit here.
All right, Adam, Lightning McQueen out there.
Ciao.
He cannot be stopped. Great at high pointing the disc, reading the disc, being in the end zone, and then also just not being in the end zone, just getting consistently open. You have really good connection, I feel like, with pretty much everyone on the O-line, and it shows, and it works really well, and you have a very bright future ahead of yourself. Thorn, nursing an injury, and I feel like I've lost a lot of confidence in my ability to run and keep up and what I can and cannot do. So I kind of just need to keep working that out. Get back to form.
Rose for Jack. I thought this was, I only been playing with him for this season, but I thought this was the best I think he's looked by far that I've seen. He was consistently getting open on unders, consistently getting open deep, and playing great defense as well. It seemed like your cut timing was something I noticed that seemed a lot. That seemed very good and very much improved, because you would put your, not only could you beat your person, but you could do it at the right time and so you could get the throw, and your throws were also pretty good. I think I struggled with really like breaking the mark, and just some of my throws were not where I wanted them to be a few times, especially on resets and stuff like that. That's something we practice a lot, and I can do them well in a practice setting when we're doing 4-line. I can throw a strike well, I can throw the around well, and then for some reason I just, in a game scenario, revert back to like my old habits of a lot of high releasey things that don't work well in wind or are easy to get D'd and difficult to catch. And I know I can throw it better than that.
So, I've only known Tom coming off of his injury. It's the first time I ever even got to see him play, really, so it was pretty exciting. I think he's an excellent defender. One thing I noticed, but he was always sealing, and that's something that I have just began to work on, playing D-line, so that was something that I was looking to him whenever I was off the field and he was on the field. He was something I was checking out, seeing how I could do better on defense. So that was nice to see. Thorn for myself, just started playing D-line not too long ago, still getting used to it, and I got pretty down on myself after I got that dangerous play called on me, but sort of arose for everyone. It felt like everyone started to pick me up after that, and I was able to do what I needed to do after that. So thank you to everyone who was kind to me after that.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
There could have been
A
worse
body
dangerous
that's
plays.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but I was still
There were worse today. Yeah. From them, no, from that team.
Yeah.
My rose for Jeff is both on and off the field. His intensity for the game, passion for the game is magnetic, it's massive, and it's always helpful to have on the sideline somebody that really gives a shit about every single point, regardless of the score. And on the field, I feel like he maximizes opportunities today with being sure hands in the middle of the field with smart throws, which is all we can ask from you, and a lot of good development, I feel like, honestly. And a thorn for myself is honestly, I feel like I could be much tighter on my man. I think at the end of the day, the root cause of it is conditioning, and I have to build that up over time and focus on it. Y'all deserve a defender that can stick with his man. I want to work to be that. So, yeah.
Sorry. Grant.
And that's it.
Yeah, they got the double.
Can we laugh at you?
No, don't laugh. Vote on him. Sorry for being late, everyone. I had a long conversation with Jeff Mascalunas.
Okay, what about?
Well, I was walking over to the bathroom, and he stopped talking, so I stayed there for a long time.
What did he say?
He was just talking a lot about I was just like ultimate in the community and that worked in middle schools and that stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. I didn't want to say I really need to use the bathroom, but I did really. So
Did
that's
you,
why I was
plot
late.
This? So just when I about to speak, then you just started going on
There was situations.
Hey,
I'm joking. I'm not serious. I'm not serious.
God damn.
We can get to Adam's bathroom adventures later.
So, Rose for PB. Obviously, as a practice player, he didn't get a lot of playing time compared to like the other starters. But what he did get on the field, he just does what he's told, and we all need that kind of like robotic mentality on the field, just like, you know, sticking to the instructions, just following that program. And it's also like a nice change of pace to have, you know, someone who is like more who will host them more on the disc, and PB does an excellent job doing that, changing the pace. A thorn for myself, I think similar to what Tipper said, conditioning, right? Everyone can stay more fit. I said something about like being more fit and all that.
No, I said I need to get horizontal.
Vanilla said
You did say that. Oh, you also said
something along the line.
Anyway, yeah. So, as some previous people have said, conditioning and staying more fit, we can all stay more fit than yesterday. Also, I think like, you know, definitely react faster to where the disc might be going, right? Or like where my guy will be cutting to. That way I could be like a much closer to being a complete defender. And also, yeah, sorry, one more thorn, just like what, don't push people into the pool unless they're very close to the edge. 'Cause I was being stupid and trying to
was
frick. That was so
incredible.
fucking dumb.
Awesome.
I'm so sorry, PB.
Top Thorns.
And next time we closer to the edge, I'll do
PB.
Excuse my voice. A rose for Connor. What can't be said about Connor? We love the Connor Adam duo. It's amazing. It's awesome to see. It's so fun to watch you play, and just watching you burn people is amazing. You are really a good, I want to say, a sturdy foothold in this team. You really know how to hold this team together in your plays. You really in holstering when needed, and then letting loose on whether it's cutting or just throwing and giving people the disc when they're open. It's amazing to see. I love it. Thorn for myself, I need to not scream and shout at children a week before. So
What?
I was a counselor. I was a counselor this week before, and I lost my voice because of it. And I wanted to be as supportive on the sideline and bringing people up. I tried to throughout the tournament, but yesterday it was just like, I think it was game 3, and I just couldn't talk at all. And I wanted to give praise to my teammates and then be a supportive sideline member, but I just wasn't there.
I disagree.
Your high fives were enough.
I think you were there.
Yeah.
I think you were there.
We persevered, man.
Another one. I'm just kidding. Yours sucked. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. You're
Connor.
Who should I go with? Pioneer. ST. I'll go with ST. I was talking to ST earlier. Very similar thing as I'm going to say now, but watching him play with the intensity that he does and putting his body out on the field, it's super inspiring. Thank you. Sorry, let me take my name. It's super inspiring, and it honestly makes it a lot easier to play super hard and do those types of things myself, because I know that he's doing it, and as a teammate, like, I have to have his back for that kind of stuff. So especially yesterday, I think I had a pretty good couple of games, and a lot of that was because I saw ST running really hard and diving for stuff that shouldn't even be close to, but he did. So yeah, and also just like a great mentor and great leader on the team, even though he's not like officially a leader, but for sure. Cool. Yeah. Thorn for myself. I think I was okay yesterday, but today I even got a little bit trigger happy with some of the hucks. It tended to work out because there wasn't a lot of wind, and I had some help from some really good receivers, but I do have to still work on kind of dialing back a lot of just the one-look shots and just working through the offense. Like I said, again, it worked out today, but there are going to be times when it doesn't work out. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, Tiny?
Hi, sweet cheeks.
So I believe Tiny came out on O-lines, and we got unlucky with some turns. That motherfucker never gave up, and I believe he donked on a couple people and got some D's and got it back for us. Donk. He boxed the fuck out of their primary player.
Yeah. I distinctly remember being on a point and my guy's running deep and I'm trying to defend him. I was about to go for the disc. And all of a sudden Tiny's just right next to me, just grabbing all right, that works.
So man, way to keep it up. Thorn, I think we all know. Sad I didn't get to finish the weekend out on the final game. I'm gonna take care of my right hammy. I don't think it's anything bad. I'm just gonna take care of it so I can go all out for sectionals with you all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tiny. Oh, thank you. So, my longtime buddy Griffin, this weekend, I don't think a mark existed for you. You were just shredding shit left and right. So smart with your cuts, so smart with your throws. You were one of the most, if not the most consistent handler we had all weekend. So you played extremely well both days.
And super chilly too.
It's super chilly too.
That's right.
Your decision making is just getting better and better with each tournament.
Banana shirt. He's just so chill.
It's the banana shirt. Yes. It's all potassium. And while, and SQ mentioned this, while it's nice that I have, a lot of these plays, it's those moments where things aren't going right for me. And those moments of rage where I'm mad at myself for maybe not making what is probably an impossible play. It's those moments where I'm just really, really hard on myself. And, I just got to get healthy. I got to take care of my body during the off season and try and be as ready to go for next season.
It is. I got Professor X, our humble spirit leader on the team. I think X has all the intangibles that you want in not only a player, but just like a person. He's just like a perfect communicator on the team, always lifting people up if they're down. On the field, he's telling people where to be, just making himself known. I think a lot of us can take those cues from X, being louder in the field, and just being overall just a great supportive communicator on the team. And then playing style, just locking up the handlers all weekend, really. They weren't getting shit on X. Crossfire, frostbite, didn't matter. Anytime I saw X in the dump space on a handler, I knew it was going to be really hard for those handlers to get open. And it showed all weekend. So yeah, good shit, X.
Yeah, X.
Thank you.
Thorn for myself. I definitely want to keep up the decision making. A couple times I got a little chilly, or not chilly. Rushed a couple throws at the end zone. I want to tighten those up. Yeah, just keep in that direction with my throws. And then I do want to keep working on defense. A couple times that we get beat, hips get turned around, so I'm going to try and work on that in practice.
Oh yeah. Let's go. That is all. And that is all.
I don't want to be chilly.
Definitely.
We fucking won, yo! That's crazy. That's awesome. I'm pumped on that. That's all.
Isn't that the first tournament win for Alibi?
Let's go. That's exciting stuff.
And definitely not the last.
For most of you, it's probably your first tournament win ever, right?
Yeah, ever. That's what I meant. Ever.
No, but for each of us as individuals.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not saying as Alibi.
We need medals, man.
Undefeated on the day?
Yeah.
You ever done that before?
11 wins.
More importantly, undefeated in Hawaiian shirts.
Aww.
Are we giving these out at this point?
Yeah, and they tried to mess us up by denying us our Hawaiian shirts. Didn't matter.
I did get one. Yeah.
Hey,
we had one Hawaiian shirt on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm repping hard.
Smith was keeping it real.
You're dressed in the...
Yeah, do people want to come swim? What's the move?
I want to go to jumping jacks.
Swimming sounds amazing.
We could. I mean, the pool's open if people want to come.
I'm down for food. Did you put the address in the chat?
I will. What are we feeling? People want to come swim? I know we're all pretty tired.
All right. So, are we? Hold on.
I would be down to
Radar.
So is the plan jumping jacks first?
Yes.
Raise your hands if you want to go swimming at Griff's afterwards.
If everyone's doing it.
I'll come hang out. I might hang out.
Jumping jacks and Griffs.
Great.
Ben lives in another state.
Bring the jumping jacks to
Gabby, did you think about it yet?
No, wait.
You gotta do it.